and happy Homebrew Wednesday. It's been a really busy week this week actually, got heaps on, and a bit of a sad week too, because everyone was having fun at Beervana except for me. So, really looking forward to all the reports back about what was happening and what people were getting up to and what beers they were trying. I had a mate of mine, he went up there and he was really impressed by stuff in Garage Project, so that's really cool. But back to my project and what's happening here. Yeah, quite a few things actually, so let's just run through them all. Yeah, so last week I have to apologise for that video. It was shocking. Had a couple of bits of double audio happening there, and yeah. Anyhow, I was making my Pilsner last week, and it's been in the fermenter. It's going really well, and I've just put it into secondary fermenter now, just to finish it off. And let's have a little look at that, see what's happening in there. Yeah, so here's my Pilsner. I've just taken it out for a minute. Didn't quite get the yield I was expecting. I got the gravity and I got the flavour profile, but yeah, probably a couple of litres short, but I guess at the end of the day, much happier with a better quality tasting product than something that's getting extra volume but doesn't really have the flavour profile at all. So this turned up this week, and my Pilsner is going to end up in here. So problem is I don't have a fridge yet, but I've seen a few guys on YouTube where they just take the corny keg and they put it in the freezer and chill it down before they use it. So I'm kind of in that state. I'm looking for a fridge, but I just want to get one that's the right size. And obviously, I don't want to get something that's reasonable value for money. Yeah, that's the plan. Yeah, so set up the keg last night with my mate who's a plumber and gas fitter. He came around and gave me a bit of a hand, and obviously I'm going to have to do some alterations to it when I put it in the fridge. We've got it all hooked up at the moment for not being in the fridge, but at least we'll get some cold beer out of it, fizzy beer at one stage. But I don't know if anyone has used these the copper ton corny keg before, but the system I've got using reconditioned kegs, and actually the little relief valve at the top that goes it's just got a bit of silicone on it and it's leaking, so we jimmied up a bit of a relief valve to get through, but bit of food grade plastic to act as a sort of washer thing, to act as a buffer. But yeah, not very impressed actually. Just thought it was a bit cheeky really, bit of dodgy silicone. Anyhow, I know you can buy. I'll end up having to buy some new replacement ones. They're about $10 each, but yeah, I just sort of thought would have had a bit better service from them than that really. Yeah, so last week I poured a glass of my black IPA, and I guess you're thinking, why didn't I put it in the challenge? Well, basically it was just a bit shy on time. It probably needed just a little bit longer before it would have been ready. But I had a wee play around with it, and I've got a Facebook page I've started as part of my brewery. I did a bit of a crowdsourcing for a name, and people come up with the name of The Alchemist Brewery. So I thought, I know there's The Alchemist beer by Castle and Sons, but I thought, we'll run with that for a bit. So I'll put a link on the bottom of this video to the Facebook page. But anyhow, just playing around with my black IPA, I come up with a bit of labelling and crowdsourced a name for it. So it's quite cool. Got a famous Dunedin landmark down here called the Harbour Cone. It's a volcanic sort of hill type thing. Harbour Cone. And because I really like big hoppy beers, I thought, well, I might run with that as a name. So I whipped up a little label for my beer, and yeah, let's have a wee look at it, eh? Cool. So here's my little brewery, my little beer label, sorry. The Alchemist Brewery. Not very good. You can't really read it, it's a bit small. Harbour Cone. There's a picture there of the harbour. Harbour Cone. That's that wee mountain there. Limited edition black IPA. Well, it's limited because it only made 12 litres. Anyhow, and because 6.5, yeah, she's got some pretty high gravity at this one. Anyhow, and it says on the side here, brewed by a craft beer loving and passionate lunatic under the dim light of a full moon on a quiet Dunedin winter's night. Nothing like a bit of branding and bullshit to sell beer, eh? Anyhow, so I just put that on a few bottles because just to give them away to people who have helped me out with my little project. And I just tend to find that you get a better response from people. They're a bit funny when you say the word homebrew. I think it's that sugary stuff that people used to make years ago. Anyhow, just a little project. Yeah, so pretty exciting times down here in Dunedin as well. Don't know about you guys, but Monday morning I opened up the paper and here's an article on the front page about a young guy in Dunedin who just won the National Beer Varnicon. I think People's Choice, something like that. So check that out. Sorry, it's a bit cruddy, isn't it? But basically, front page. Awesome. Keen to brew a new career. Awesome. Where else do you get beer stuff on the front page? Only in Dunedin. Oh, probably Wellington as well, I guess. Anyhow, show some paperwork. Ooh, scary stuff. I went down to customs this week to get the paperwork for the thing at Polytech. Let's have a look at that. Let's get scared. Alright, here's the paperwork. Funnily enough, and the guy did warn me about this, the whole thing just repeats itself over and over and over. But we've got to fill in all of this. All of this. More stuff. Everyone's always starts with what's your name. How much money you pay? $28 a litre, roughly, for beer. More paperwork, stuff to read, comply with. And more paperwork. Yeah, so that's it there. That's just customs. I've got to deal with environmental health as well yet. So, work in progress. Yeah, so where to from here? Went down to Farrah's. Oops. Well, yet to go. I went down to Farrah's, it's an engineering place here. But Mike from Real Beer, don't actually know his real last name, but anyhow, to talk about getting my gravity fed system built. And drew me a little sketch. I don't want to reveal too much, but let's just say when you get stuff made out of scrap bits and pieces, they're definitely one-offs. So it's a pretty unique system. I've never seen anything like it before, ever. But it's going to do the job. And hey, it's going to be cool to have something a little bit different. So that's on the go. There's probably another couple of weeks before that even gets ready. So at the moment, yeah, I've just been still doing it on the stovetop and mucking around on that. But yeah, it's getting there. But work in progress and looking like it's going to be reasonably affordable. So for those of you who want to know about that part of it. Okay, last thing. Mate the plumber, gas fitter, he gave me this. Beer Nation. Awesome. Just finished reading it. Really good. Amazing insights into where New Zealand beer's been, where it's come from. The writer of this, Michael Donaldson, you probably follow his stuff on the Sunday paper, just won the prize for top beer journalist. Probably not really that many beer journalists, but anyhow, he just won it the other day. So big thumbs up to him, and yeah, highly recommend it. Put it on your Father's Day wish list or your Christmas wish list or something, but bloody good book. So, what's up? Time to go film a keg. We'll pour some of that next week, see how that's getting on. And happy Homebrew Wednesday. See ya.